Okay, people, I want to show you how to find your perfect place. I want you to go to my search engine. Now, this data is coming directly from the MLS, the Multiple Listing Service. And I want you're not going to do for sale, you're going to do for rent, okay? And you're going to put in the town you want, or the city. And here, just for purposes of explanation, let's put in Chicago, for example. And you check it, okay? Now, you will see, and you can change your circle of the areas of interest. Like there's the kind of the loop area here, and you see this little crosshatch right here. You can click on that and pull it around to your area of interest. Are you with me? Do you understand? You can scroll back and you can look at wider areas. Just find the little crosshatch in the middle and say you just want this neighborhood right here. Are you with me? Now you'll see, this is my search engine. This is a custom search engine. We have it. I'm licensed in both Illinois and Indiana, so you can use the Indiana link for Northwest Indiana if you want to find rentals in Indiana. But let's start with Illinois, and the principles of the search are the same for you guys, okay? You'll notice that when we move this around, look here. We move this around and say I can expand it a little bit. You pull that out a little bit, okay? And it'll show more. And depending on the speed of your connection, it will take sometimes a little bit of time to pull these all out. Now, I want you to notice how the rentals come up. The rentals come up in the order of newest of listing. So the newest rentals will be on top. These are rentals that are just on the market. And I'm going to suggest that you keep it in this sequence, because this will allow you to, you say that building looks kind of interesting. You click that off because you're not going to get a mortgage, and you look through it. See here, none of these will have a price provided. I want you, if you see a place you like, I want you to notice this number right here. This number right here, okay? I want you to text me, because I'm going to get you set up. I want you to text me this number and say, hey Tom, I like this property right here, okay? That's the number I need, because I'm going to look up the minute details of this property for you, okay? Because that's how I'm your advocate. I work with you this way, all right? I want to know all the listing agent info on it, okay? All the little secrets that they have about this property, minimum credit scores, length of lease that they want, etc. So I need this number, you guys, the MLS ID number, not the address. Don't give me that, just this number, okay? Remember that. Now you look at your property and hey, that's a nice building, and you click off all this other stuff. You don't need to bother with it, and maybe it only has one picture. Let's look at something else. Let's look at this one here. Whatever they got, if it turns you on, give me this listing number. Give it to me. Text it to me. Best to reach me by text. You can email me too, all right? Listen to me. When I'm working with you to get you a place to live in that you will like, this is kind of intense. Why? Because this stuff rents up so fast. The good ones go pretty fast. My point being, don't dilly-dally. If you need to move by October 1st or November 1st and it's in 3 weeks' time, you need to work with me to get your act together so that we can immediately get you your package together so you can make multiple offers so we can get you in. You don't want to be, you don't want to wait till the last minute to do this, okay? You need to be looking at new listings just like this and evaluating them every single day and giving me the MLS number, okay? That's what you got to do, all right? To allow me to help you, okay? Hey, this looks pretty good. Does it have parking? Has a washer and dryer in it, etc. A little private patio. So this one's good, okay? What does this rent for? I don't know. I'll help you on it if it's $2,500 or more or up, okay? I don't work with really low priced rentals. Why? Because there's no money. There's no money that gets paid. You don't pay the commission, but there's very little commission, just a few $100 on a minimal listing. Look, I put gas in the car, you put gas in your car. It's not worth it to me to drive all over town for a few $100. I just don't do it. That's why I work on more premium properties. There's a lot of effort to get you the keys to these properties. Listen to me now. I'm your advocate. I'm going to sell you to the landlord. You understand what I just said? So if you're a little weak credit-wise, we'll make a slightly different offer to the landlord. Maybe we'll increase the security deposit. You understand? If you got a cat that you absolutely love and the landlord says, we don't want any animals, we got to sell your cat to the landlord. And probably we'll have to get an increased security deposit. Okay? If you're Section 8, well, the landlord can't say, hey, we won't take Section 8, but maybe he prefers not to take Section 8. We may have to increase the security deposit. Okay? Hey, there's more than one way to do this. And what the landlord wants, particularly if it's been on the market a while, like listings, go down the list and you'll find listings that have been on the market for a while that are perfectly good, charming properties. Are you with me? Well, this is 8 days in the market. You see how many things? You see why you need a guy like me? Because you can use my tools to really see everything that's available. Well, not everything. You won't see the junkers with me. But okay, just 9 days in the market. This is all brand new stuff. This is why you've got to work with a guy like me who's got the tools to help you. Okay? And hey, we've got to get you set up so that we're swinging and that we know your work history, your credit score, we know everything. And it's about $30 to get you checked out. Okay? So now, once you're checked out and we have a report on you, we're going to go and do a selling job on you with the landlord on the properties you want. Okay? That's what I do. All right? So anyway, you look at the properties and you say, hey Tom, I really like this one. Looks pretty good, doesn't it? I'd wonder one of the first things I would say is, hey, does it have parking? Looks pretty good. The rent on this might be $3,500. I don't know what it is. 3 and 2, $1,500. Might be $3,500. I don't know. Okay. If it's $3,500, you're going to need about 3 times the rent, which is a little over 10 grand. Okay. And that's first and last and security deposit typically. And you're going to need to be able to show about 3 times the monthly rent. Okay. Gross income. All right. Of everybody that's over 18 and working. All right. So if you got children and they're over 18 and they're working or they're contributing to your rent, they got to be on the lease. All right. And hey, I'm a landlord. You know, I was a landlord back in my late 20s and early 30s. And the fact is that I know what landlords want. They want to collect the rent with minimal fuss. They don't want their property torn up. Okay? They don't want their property damaged. They don't want people making drugs in their property. Are you with me? Do you understand? They're just like ordinary people. They want to get the money and they don't want any fuss. They're business people. Okay? It's nothing personal with you. Okay? It isn't. It isn't personal. And people say, well, I'm a certain color or a certain race or any of that kind of nonsense. No. Landlords nowadays, they don't care that much about it. They care about the business part of it, okay? And listen to me now. If you have a good rent record and you have a lease for a year and you're paying this kind of rent, and the only reason you're renting is because you don't have the downstroke maybe to buy a property, you have a good rental record for a year, I'll help you buy a place. And you're not going to be a tenant for long if you deal with me. Because I'm a property advocate. I want to put you in your own home that you live and you build some equity with. All right? So I know some of you guys are corporate people that are moving around from city to city, and maybe your job is paying your rent. Okay, no sweat. I get that. and you're only going to stay one year or 2 years max in the city, I get it, no problem. We'll get you into a nice place. But many of you want to stay in the area. The next step after being a good tenant is buying a property, and I'll help you with that. All right. Anyway, let's get back to this. I want you to set up your search like this. Let's talk about this. Well, you got two ways. You got for sale and for rent. We're only going to look at rental. You're not buying stuff, so don't put that in. I want you to put in, typically, even if you only need one bedroom, put in 3 and 2. Now, why do I say that? Because I want to help you. And if you're looking for one bedroom apartments, the rent won't be a minimum of $2,500 a month. If you need a low price rental, I'm really not your guy. Okay, I'm not. Okay, I'll tell you that up front. I don't handle low price stuff. I handle the more premium stuff. All right, and I can steer you in the right direction. If I can't help you, I'm going to steer you in the right direction because you need a roof over your head. So I'm going to help you. You know, I'm a pretty nice guy. I'll help you. Will I spend any time with you? If I can't get you into a 2,500 and up, probably not, but I'll steer you in the right direction. Okay. Square feet, I want you to. Okay, we got this in. Did we talk about this? Okay, square feet, I want you to leave this blank. Why? I'll say it again. Because many of these listings don't have the square footage inputted by the listing agent into the listing, and because of that, we want to leave it blank because we don't want to miss these in our search. Okay, so don't put any square footage, any age, leave it blank, any levels. We want them all. We want to see everything. Parking, we want to see everything. Special financing, you're not financing anything. We want to hide the pending and contingent. We want you to check this box. You understand? Why do we want to check that box? Because we don't want to see stuff that has a deal on it already. You don't want to get all excited about a property that's going to be leased to somebody else. Okay, so check this box. We don't want to see this in our searches. Okay, so 3 and 2, that'll give you properties that are generally 2,500 and up. Okay, if you want a very small property, don't use me. Use somebody else. But not many people do all the stuff I do. I'll say it like that. Single family or townhome or condo. Okay, do that. Okay, done. You click done. Now, that is your search. You can go to, I'll give you the link. You go to this. It's all free. The stuff that I do for you guys is free. Why? The landlord pays me, not you guys. All right? Now, remember, what did we talk about? These listings are in order of how new they are on the market. See here? 1 day in the market. You got it? 1 day in the market. Brand spanking new. Are you with me? You need to use my tools. Now, if you want to move around, you guys, take this crosshatch and move it. Are you with me? Don't go, there's no rentals in O'Hare, but move it around and you can see. And you see here, when we move it around, you're getting some single family houses. You're getting plenty of buildings. You're getting these interesting, architecturally interesting buildings. You know, and as you move out into the suburbs, remember now, you scroll back here, you can, with me, you can go all the way out here to Elgin. Are you with me? Not many rentals in Elgin. You can go all the way out here. Are you with me? You can go, remember, I'm licensed all over in Illinois. Not many out in the sticks. Not many, so many in the suburbs. But some people with kids and stuff, they want good school districts for the kids. You know, kids can run out and play, you know. So I encourage you to look. Here, when you get out in the suburbs, you got more single family houses. Do you understand? Okay. And you can look at them the same way. You know. A lot of you guys grew up in the suburbs. You know, well, you think, well, I want to live in the big city now. It's more exciting in the city. It is. I've been through that. And then I had kids. I started making babies with the wife. And it's tough to raise little kids in the city. I'm telling you. So then you got to think about the suburbs, okay? You know, it's not so much fun to live on the Gold Coast and have a couple toddlers. Are you with me? You know, because the toddlers don't care about Starbucks every day. They don't care about that. They care about the swing set in the backyard. Are you with me? So there's rentals for everybody, okay? And everybody over 18 has got to be in the lease. All right, did you understand how we are going to set this up? Okay, now, once you learn how to use this, again, you look at it, you won't have a price here. Most everything in this area is over 2,500, so I can help you with just about everything. Text me, say this is Mary, and I'm interested in MLS number right here. Send me that. You don't have to send me the address, because this I will check in the MLS and get you the info. There is some info on all of these listings, okay, but there's not the private info, the strict requirements that the landlord may have. Okay, I need to know that to tell you. And again, listings aren't etched in stone. The deal isn't etched in stone. Okay, most people think that, well, this is the way it is and we have to do it this way. Not necessarily. We have to tweak your listing application, your application for the rental listing, to placate the landlord so he'll let you live there. I say he will let you live there. A lot of women landlords. So when I say he, I mean he or she, okay? All right, look at here. Look at here, people. Look at here. You see what I'm talking about? There's big rental places and little rental places. And people, I've got Sentry Lock in both states. You know what Sentry Lock is? It's a lockbox. It's a Bluetooth lockbox. I'm a managing broker. I have all that stuff. So when it's time to go look at stuff, I've got all the tools to walk you right in. Okay, but we cannot. What I'm trying to tell you, we can't play around with rentals. It's not like something's for sale. The good stuff, it goes. There's a lot of liquidity in rentals. All right, did I make myself clear here with this? Do you guys understand? Go to my website. Okay, www.chicagolandrent.rent, R-E-N-T. Chicagoland Rent. My name's Tom Saylor. Okay? Give me a call. Thank you.